Have you ever considered the impact of exams on students' mental health? Exams are an integral part of the educational journey, designed to assess knowledge and track progress. They stand as a pivotal point in the academic landscape, symbolizing a culmination of learning and understanding. However, beneath the surface of this academic evaluation, there lies a significant, often overlooked concern: the toll exams can take on students' mental health. This issue is not just a mere byproduct of a rigorous education system, but a critical concern that demands our attention. The reality is that the pressures of exams are not confined to the realm of academia. They seep into the lives of students, casting a shadow of stress, anxiety, and in severe cases, depression. Exams, in their traditional form, are designed as a measure of academic competence. But what they also inadvertently measure is a student's ability to cope with stress, to manage time, and to handle the fear of failure. The stress of exams goes beyond the immediate pressure of performing well. It includes the weight of expectations, both self-imposed and from others, the fear of disappointing loved ones, and the anxiety of future prospects tied to exam results. These factors converge during exam seasons, creating a perfect storm of stress and anxiety. The repercussion of this storm is a significant toll on mental health, manifesting as heightened anxiety, persistent feelings of sadness, and in severe cases, depression that disrupts daily life. The reality is stark, with an alarming rise in reported cases of depression and anxiety among students due to the pressures of exams. It's a silent epidemic, often hidden behind the facade of academic rigor and the pursuit of excellence. It's a tale as old as time, the struggle between the pursuit of academic excellence and the preservation of mental health. But it's a tale that needs a new narrative, one that does not sacrifice well-being at the altar of academic achievement. The time has come to recognize and address the mental toll of exams, to transform the narrative from merely surviving the storm of exams to navigating through it with resilience and well-being. The reality is stark, with an alarming rise in reported cases of depression and anxiety among students due to the pressures of exams. Hear the voices of students who have experienced this stress firsthand. Their stories are as unique as they are, yet they all share a common thread: the overwhelming pressure of exams and its impact on their mental health. Meet John, a bright and diligent student whose dream was to become a lawyer. However, the mounting pressure of his law exams and the fear of not living up to his own expectations led him into a spiral of anxiety and self-doubt. He recalls sleepless nights filled with endless studying, yet never feeling prepared enough. His passion for law was slowly overshadowed by his fear of failure. Then there's Sarah, a first-year university student majoring in physics. The intense competition and academic rigor of her course left her feeling isolated and overwhelmed. She began to lose interest in her subjects, her appetite dwindled, and she found herself struggling to get out of bed each day. The joy she once found in learning was replaced by a constant state of worry and unease. Lastly, let's hear from Ravi, a high school student who was always seen with a smile on his face. But beneath his cheerful exterior, he was grappling with the weight of his upcoming final exams. His fear of disappointing his parents and teachers led him to suppress his feelings of anxiety, which eventually manifested into clinical depression. These stories are a stark reminder of the silent battle many students are fighting. The pressure to excel, the fear of failure, the weight of expectations. These are not just abstract concepts, but real challenges that students face every day. And in the process, their mental health often takes a back seat. These are not isolated cases, but a reflection of a wider issue affecting students worldwide. It's a call to recognize the severity of exam stress and the toll it takes on students' mental health. It's a call to foster an educational environment that not only values academic success, but also prioritizes the mental well-being of its students. What happens when stress turns into something more serious? Stress is a natural response to challenging situations, a biological alarm telling us to pay attention. It's as if our body is saying, "Hey, this is important, we need to deal with this." However, when stress persists, it can take a darker turn and evolve into something we all dread: clinical depression. This is not just a case of the exam blues. We're talking about a serious mental health condition that poses significant risks to our well-being. Depression can leave students feeling hopeless, fatigued, and unable to concentrate, a cruel irony when they are expected to be at their academic best. The weight of expectations, academic rigor, societal pressure, These factors converge, creating a perfect storm of stress during exam seasons. How can students navigate this storm of stress? Just as a ship braves the turbulent sea with a competent crew and sturdy sails, so can students weather the storm of exam stress with the right coping mechanisms. When the waves of pressure begin to rise, mindfulness practices can serve as a buoy, keeping students afloat. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, focusing on one's breath or surroundings, and acknowledging feelings without judgment. It's like dropping anchor in the midst of the storm, grounding oneself amidst the chaos. But what if the storm grows fiercer? Seeking support is a vital lifeline. It could be reaching out to a trusted friend, speaking with a counselor, or joining a support group. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. Just as a lighthouse guides ships safely to shore, a strong support system can guide students through the tumultuous seas of exam stress. Additionally, fostering healthy habits is akin to maintaining a well-equipped ship. Regular exercise can help release stress-busting endorphins, while a balanced diet can fuel the body and mind, enhancing focus and concentration. Sleep, too, is a crucial player in this game. It's the calm after the storm, a time for the body and mind to rest and rejuvenate. And let's not forget about leisure time. Engaging in hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking quiet moments for oneself can act as gentle breezes, pushing the sails forward and providing a much-needed respite from the storm. These coping mechanisms, mindfulness, seeking support, fostering healthy habits, and taking time for leisure, are powerful tools in the kit of resilience. They equip students to not just survive the storm of exam stress, but to navigate through it with confidence and grace. Armed with these tools, students can build resilience and manage stress more effectively. As they chart their course through the turbulent waters of exam season, they can do so with the assurance that they're well equipped to weather whatever storms they may encounter. Is it time to rethink our approach to academic assessments? This question beckons us to the heart of the matter, the dire need for educational reform. The traditional examination system, with its one-size-fits-all approach, often fosters a culture of stress and competition, overshadowing the joy of learning and exploration. What if we could reimagine this system? What if we could create an environment where knowledge isn't merely quantified by a grade, but characterized by understanding, creativity, and the ability to apply learning in real-world scenarios? The answer lies in alternative assessment methods. Some educators and institutions have already begun this journey, adopting approaches such as project-based assessments, portfolios, and peer assessments. These methods aim to evaluate a student's comprehensive understanding of a topic, their problem-solving skills, and their ability to think critically, attributes that are often overlooked in traditional exams. Moreover, these alternative assessments can help alleviate exam stress as they shift the focus from rote learning and memorization to understanding and application. They also provide a platform for students to showcase their unique skills and talents, fostering a sense of accomplishment and reducing the fear of failure. But reform should not stop at just changing how we assess. It must also involve a broader transformation in how we perceive and handle mental health in educational institutions. Schools and colleges must play a role in providing support, offering accessible mental health resources, and creating safe spaces for students to express and manage their stress. Counselling services, mental health workshops, and stress management programs should become an integral part of the academic framework. By doing so, we not only acknowledge the mental toll exams can exert, but also equip students with the tools to navigate these challenges effectively. In the end, it's about creating a balance between academic rigor and mental well-being, between assessment and understanding, between learning and living. Institutions must play a role in providing support, offering accessible mental health resources, and creating safe spaces for students. This is not just a suggestion, but a call, an urgent call for reform. Acknowledging the problem is the first step towards change. We've delved into the deep end of how exams can trigger stress and depression among students, heard personal stories, and looked into coping mechanisms. The toll on mental health is real and significant. We've also explored the possibility of educational reform, a system that measures growth and comprehension without inducing excessive stress. It's crucial to remember the importance of mental health. The weight of exams should not overshadow the joy of learning or the pursuit of knowledge. If you find yourself struggling, know that help is available. Reach out to trusted adults, friends, or professional mental health services. There are numerous resources available, like counseling services, support groups, and helplines ready to lend a hand. Remember, you are not alone. Support is within reach. Let's continue advocating for a system that values both academic excellence and mental well-being.